Hey, what's up, everybody? TGIF, it is Friday. Everything is going according to my plan. Yes. So a friend of mine just sent me an article that is talking about who may be the future replacement for Janet Yellen at the Fed. And this guy's name is Kevin Warsh, Warsh. And I've been hearing little snippets of rumors or talk about him possibly succeeding Janet Yellen at the Fed. Yellen's term is up next year. Warsh he's known to Donald Trump. He's a Republican, so he has connections with Donald Trump. The guy is actually a Harvard lawyer, but he's also a Wall Street guy. Spent some years at Morgan Stanley, and then spent some years at the Fed when Bernanke was in there. But here's the thing you got to know about this guy, Warsh. First of all, he's one of these inflationistas, okay? He believed, and he was spectacularly wrong during the whole period of when the Fed was engaging in all their extraordinary monetary operations, 0% interest and asset purchases and quantitative easing. Warsh was very outspoken at the time that this was going to cause inflation and hyperinflation. He's like a mini Peter Schiff, this guy. And right now, according to news reports that I have been reading, and again, my friend sent me over an article just from today, this guy is neck and neck in consideration for taking over the Fed. So what does that mean? If Janet Yellen, who has been, I gave my views on the Yellen Fed. I believe it's one of the worst that I have ever seen, simply because she does not understand the monopoly power and the price setting power of the Federal Reserve. It is the monopolist, and under her guidance, under her leadership, the Fed always constantly looks at what the market tells them to do. And the analogy I gave was, imagine John D. Rockefeller of Standard Oil, a monopolist, asking all his little competitors, the ones he crushed and put out of business, hey, what price should I price my oil at? No, that would not happen. The Fed has even more power than that. But if this guy Warsh comes on board, here's what's going to happen. First of all, he's been a very outspoken critic of low interest rates. He thinks that fuels inflation, even though it doesn't. He doesn't even understand that the Fed is a price setter, and when it sets rates down, when it lowers rates to zero, it reduces inflation. And that's why you saw the absolutely incontrovertible link between inflation trends and interest rates. When the Fed put the interest rates down, inflation dropped. And when the Fed started raising interest rates back in December 2015, the thing about all these people that is so kind of incredible and maddening at the same time is these people are complete ideologues whose theories are completely never seen in the empirical evidence. I mean, the things that they talk about, like Schiff, right? The things that they talk about, the things that they predict, you never see happening, yet they hold these positions of power and influence. Of course, he went to Harvard, right? Harvard Law School, and he was on Morgan Stanley, big shot, right? But everything that these people talk about, like he predicted hyperinflation from the Fed's policies. So anyway, what is important to us as traders, as investors, I mean, we kind of we should hope this guy gets appointed, because what's he going to do? He's going to jack up interest rates. That's going to jack up prices. Gold's going to blow through the roof. Stocks that are inflation sensitive, like basic materials, they're going to blow through the roof, right? The dollar's going to crash. So we'll make a ton of money. We'll forget it. I mean, we'll clean up. We will retire on our private island or on our yachts if this guy, Kevin Warsh, everybody else is going to lose Everything. Because the zombies, they're going to be buying the dollar. They're going to be selling gold and commodities, right? Because they think, oh, higher rates combat inflation. Absolutely wrong. Absolutely the reverse. The only thing the government can do is set prices, all right? The Fed is a price setter. And I've said this to you many times. The way to understand rate adjustments is simply price adjustments. When they raise rates, that's effectively raising prices. When they lower rates, that's effectively lowering prices. So keep this guy, Kevin Warsh, Warsh, on your radar screen. He may be our next Fed chairman. If so, we are going to make so much money. I'm talking about MMT Trader subscribers, all right? If you want to get on board with us and retire and make a killing, you got to sign up for a 30-day free trial of my report, MMT Trader. And also, don't forget zombie trading. We front run the zombies and get out before they die. So yeah, this guy, Kevin Warsh, is neck and neck with Janet Yellen to be the next Fed chairman. He's got family ties to Donald Trump. He's a Republican. He's got all the cred. He's got all the cred. His father-in-law is a billionaire who has known Trump. You know who his father-in-law is? It's Ronald Lauder from the Estee Lauder company. Estee Lauder is the big cosmetics company. Ronald Lauder and Donald Trump went to school together at University of Pennsylvania. Actually, I went to school there as well. And so they know each other. And Kevin Warsh is the son-in-law. He married Ronald Lauder's daughter. All right, so they're connected. They live in New York, here in Manhattan. They're big shots. They're billionaires. They both have places in Palm Beach. He's going to be the guy, and we're going to make a ton of money. He is going to be the guy, and we are going to make a lot of money because we understand from MMT what the effect is going to be. Everybody else does not. That's why I call all these moves correctly. See everybody later. Bye.